now I'm hitting record. How's it going?
It's going. You can hear me, right?
Yep, yep.
Cool, cool, cool.
Long time no see.
So yeah. I don't know if you checked out the Google Doc that I linked, but I wrote down some ideas of what I want to go over in there.
Let me see. Oh, that was in the linked with the calendar thing.
Yeah,
Okay, one sec.
I can also do DM you if that's easier.
Yep, no, I got it open now. So, Pog. Peach matchup. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Um, yeah, I figured like Peach was like my I don't want to see a Peach in bracket
Yeah.
matchup. So I figured I'd, work on that. Um, so like my general ideas for the matchup, right?
hmm
It's been like try to keep Peach grounded, and just like shoot lasers. And I know Sammy's talked about doing like low laser, high laser,
Yep, yep.
and it like gets her stuck in shield. And you can kind of just like spam high lasers, and she just tries to leave shield, and it kind of gets her stuck.
Yeah, because she really likes full hopping out of shield too. So.
Yeah, so she can set up like a float height, right?
hmm
Yeah. Um, so I wrote this down that like if she's on the ground, you can kind of like ignore turnips. Because it kind of stops her like she can't jab, she can't down smash, she can't grab.
hmm
So like it like kind of takes away a lot of her better grounded options. She can't dash attack either, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, so like kind of not great for her.
Yep.
But I played this dude whose tag was Lifter. That guy's built different. Have you heard of this guy?
No.
So he did this shit to me where he's in shield with a turnip and he does like the double jump float or like the
Oh
double jump
yeah.
instant Z drop and like he just hits it every time. I'm like,
Yep.
oh, I guess that's just an option that I have to look out for now.
Yeah, that shit's hella new school. It's like the Q drop, and it's actually basically as fast as Falco's shine out of shield. It's frame six out
It's
of shield.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I had no idea that was a thing. Yeah, so like he hit me with it until like I just like freaked out and it exploded my brain. And I guess I held down because I was probably gonna
Oh,
fastball or
yep,
shine or
yep,
something. I just ate like a 50% down smash because my brain is just glitching.
yep. That
And I
makes
was like,
sense.
oh, I guess that's something. And he's just doing like, you know how Yoshi just wavelands off a platform? He's just
Yep.
like doing that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
guy, this guy's crazy.
One of
But
these technical peaches. God.
yeah, the dude's a nut. But yeah. Also, in my notes, I put that she can't really pull turnips if you're both grounded because
hmm
like, you got a laser. It's just
Yep.
faster. So she can kind of get him like on a platform. It's her opportunity to get a laser to get a turnip.
Yep. Yep. Makes sense.
Um, so that was my general idea because I feel like you win if you're both on the grounds
hmm
because you can like shoot lasers and kind of control what's happening.
Yep.
Um, and then like so her objective is to like achieve a float height you can't really laser easily, and then
hmm
you like play like mix up games from there. Also from watching like Ginger and Armada videos, I've started to think more like push her into the corner
Yep.
because when she's like in the corner on ledge, like Peach is really bad there,
Yep. That's
especially if she's
the main part for me for sure. But keep going.
yeah. Yeah, that was my recent realization. And
hmm
if she's over like 80% or something, something where you can like back air more safely
Yep.
and like you're feeling pretty good.
Agreed.
So I think these are like my main.
Yep.
Oh, and then I wrote like, so she's trying to float. I wrote down like how she gets into her floats, right? So like
Right.
if she gets out of a combo, if you whip a move,
hmm
if she like rolls out of your pressure, platform stuff. And then if she's floating, I think I took this from like one of your write-ups from a while ago.
Right. Right.
You can like rising full hop attack, like top platform.
Yep.
Um, I watched Drug Fox lesson with Ginger,
hmm
where he pointed out that like if she's higher up, you can like get underneath her
Yep.
because she can't really fall quickly. Um, and if she's like lower in a float, then you kind of like get away further.
Right.
She can't like chase you down well.
Yep.
Um, He
Yeah.
also pointed out that like if you whip an attack, do it while you're falling,
Oh, yep.
not
I
like
remember that. I
not
think I've seen
rising.
that lesson where he did like if you full hop rising back air, it's like way laggier, quote unquote, than if you like full hop falling back air. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a weapon thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so oh, and I've gotten caught up by Peaches before that are just. I think it was well. I don't think I actually got caught up by it. I think I was just watching Blue's Clues play
Mm-hmm.
Ginger, and he's really good at. He's in a float, and he just double jumps to completely change his momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I remember watching it and thinking like, wow, I wasn't aware that Peach could do this to that degree. You know,
Yeah.
like she can like float, double jump, and then like back air and like get like really deep under a platform. It's kind of
Yep.
like a Yoshi thing.
Yep. Yeah, it is kind of like a
Um,
Yoshi thing, actually.
so
Okay.
that's something that I'm mentally aware of, but I know that I'm not aware of like unconsciously, you
Right.
know? So I'm sure Peaches can catch me with that. Something that I wanted to talk about was my friend Sala. He said that he saw fiction say this that
Mm-hmm.
the up tilt mix up is favorable for Falco. Like, say she's floating and she's like either gonna like
Yep.
probably fair, right?
Yep.
He says that is favorable for Falco
Yeah.
because Falco, like if you trade, it favors Falco more often.
Mm-hmm.
That just
Yeah.
doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah. So I'm sharing my screen right now. If you want to hop in.
Okay, let me hop over.
Okay. So my thoughts on Peach are a little bit different. I kind of think of Peach not so much that her goal is to be up here. I think that once she's up here, it tends to be like she has a mix-up. Like she can come up here and forward air you, but if she like chills here for too long, she loses a lot of like ability to do mix-ups basically because she's kind of
Yeah,
slow in the air, right? Like if she runs forward or moves back, like something you'll see at lower levels sometimes is a Peach will float and just walk a Falco all the way to the corner and then she'll hit you or something, right? But that
I've
kind of
definitely done that.
yeah, so have I for sure. And it's like your instinct is to be scared of her and to like try to whiff punish her, right? Like she'll come up here and then she'll whiff a fair and then you like try to play the game. So you're kind of like waiting
Mhm.
for her to come down. But if you just wait for her to come down, then she gets to do something like this where she just walks you all the way to the corner and you're like, wait a second, you're not allowed to do that, you know? So
Yeah,
I kind of don't think you want to like chill too much, which is why I really like the like full hop to the top platform, where you like nair her out of it like this. And if you're willing to do
yeah,
this, this is really good because even from here, you're basically not punishable. Like you come up here and then
yeah.
you can act right away, and you can like falling laser, or you can even attack if she's in the corner or something. So,
Looks like you can auto cancel there too.
yeah, depending on which aerial you do. So if you nair it, it won't. But like full hop down air auto cancels on every stage
Yeah,
except for battlefield. So and then full
yeah,
hop back air always auto cancels. So
yeah,
yeah. So kind of being willing to kind of challenge her because my thoughts on Peach is less that she wants to float here for a long time and more that she has this box that's like it's like one dash length basically and like this big.
mhm,
So this box right here is like her sphere of influence where she's like really powerful. And if
yeah,
you
yeah,
try to
yeah.
just like fight her within this box, then she gets to like she has jump flow, she has dash attack, she has like nair like grounded aerials like this, and she
Mhm,
can like do stuff like this where she'll just like back her in place. And of course, you can
yeah,
use her double jump to like switch momentum too. So she can like
yeah,
dash left and then jump right too. And like kind of every character can do this, right? So like this, she's not even using a float like this, and so she can like kind of do this like weird mini dash dance where she's like has this approaching hitbox and she's defending herself. And like you mentioned, that Blue's Clues would do, she can like use her double jump too, so she can like jump away and then double jump in and float and something.
yeah,
So, but all of this happens within her little box, right? So the main way
yeah,
to
yeah.
exploit Peach is the fact that Falco's box is like the whole stage. So, like,
True. Yeah, yeah,
instead of having like a little box, like if you fight her in this range, I do think she's better at like kind of like boxing you out and like having a bunch of options and CC and tanking and trading and stuff like
yeah.
that. Like she's really
Just
good at
like
this.
seeing that, just seeing that on the screen just like gives me a little bit of
Yeah,
anxiety,
you're like,
you know,
get me away.
which I think is a good
Yep,
thing. Yeah,
exactly. But Falco's strength is that this goes absolutely full screen and gives you like some degree of
yeah,
control, and then this is like hella tall and nobody can catch you. You know, like
yeah,
Peach
for sure.
especially. If you just full hop to
And
top platform.
if she does go up there, it's like, okay, well now I'm not up there, and what are you
Hmm.
gonna do about that? You know?
Yep. And like even if let's say she somehow hard read this and hit you, she's not down smashing you and she's not grabbing you. You know, she's like
Yeah,
back airing you or
and
something. So
if she like double jumps up there and like up airs you,
yep.
it's like, well, she's used her double jump, so she can't really chase you
Yep.
from there.
Yep. And then from up here, you can actually attack the entire stage. You can like down air all the way into the corner, or you can drop down laser all the way into the corner, or you can like down air here. So, or you can just come down and then laser. So like she has to be afraid of you the moment you're up here, but you're not really afraid of her because she has to use her double jump to reach you, right? So this kind of like this concept of like you do have to move a lot and use the whole stage, because if you just like box with her, you kind of lose. That's kind of how I feel about it. So
okay, yeah. It reminded me of something I wanted to talk about the Fox matchup, but I think we'll save it.
Yeah, we can like if you want to like write it down or something, we can do it at the end or something.
It's on my mind.
Yeah, maybe just go for it then. Let's just get out of the way.
I was just gonna say like just like a waveland thing. Like I've been messing around with like when you're fighting Fox to not like when they expect a laser to just waveland towards them. Just like get in their face. Yeah, I saw Ginger doing it against Kalindi, and I'm like, oh, I like this. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's correct. I think that in general, a good rule of thumb is to like laser when they don't expect you to laser, and don't laser when they expect you to laser, which is like a really big oversimplification, but it's like very true. And this kind of like this concept as well, right? Like if you laser, but they know you're gonna laser, so instead you waveland forward shine. Like that's kind of a fancier application of that. But you can just like tomahawk and a down air or something, or like whoops,
yeah, true,
or something, or you can like, something like that. So yeah,
because they'll probably put themselves in shield.
Yep, exactly.
And if they don't power shield, they can't act as quickly. That's pretty true for like every matchup, I think.
Yep, true. So, all right, and then the other thing I wanted to mention was kind of punish game against Peach. So against Peach, you kind of like alluded to this, but you don't get like super true, like omega true combos.
Yeah, I was gonna go over this too.
Yeah, so if you get lucky, you can get something like I just got here, which is like 40%. You kind of need the platform to like line up with you, and if you don't have a platform, you don't even get this. So really, for me, the priority is to end every combo with her like above me, like this, like in some sort of position like this, where she's closer to the corner and above me. That's like, you want to juggle Peach a lot. That is most of the punish game against her. So I actually have this clip of Leffen, which is like my favorite anti-Peach clip of all time. And it's Fox, but basically Falco can do exactly the same thing.
That's got to be one of the worst.
Okay, so it starts here. So Peach is going to dash attack, and he's going to up throw, and he misses the follow-up, and now Peach is actually dead.
On the platform. That's got to be one of the worst feelings when you dash attack a shield as Peach. You're like, they got me. Yep. They got me.
This is like the most Leffen clip.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, he shines.
Yep. So basically, the main part of this clip is to show that like it's really not about true combos against Peach. It's about putting her in a bad spot. A joke I say about Peach a lot of times is that she's actually just a mid tier who happens to be top tier. Because this is like how you fight Samus, for example. Like once
I was gonna say Luigi.
Yeah, Luigi as well. Yep. It's like once you throw them up in the air, they have like horrible aerial drift, and they just like have horrible hitboxes and a hard time coming down, and they fall slow and shit, you know. And Peach is the same. She just happens to be so strong in center stage that she's a top tier. But once you've up thrown her and she's up here, it's like you don't need to true combo her anymore. She actually can't hit you. And then over here, she still can't hit you. Now she's stuck on a shield. Now she has to find a way down. She either has to come straight down or she has to like run off over here. But if she comes straight down, she doesn't have like a spacey down air to protect herself. And if she tries to run off, she runs hella slow. So Leffen just like this angle right here that he does the back air at is critical. Where you like, it's like a diagonal. Like you go from here towards center stage with the back air. And what this back air does is it either hits Peach or she stayed in the corner. That's it, right? Like if she tried to get out of the corner, she got hit. If she stayed in the corner, you don't care that you whiff because now you're in center and she's in the corner. So now she can either drift into you, and then once again, you can just full hop back air, and she's like, ugh, this is annoying. Or she's going to try to fall back in the corner again. So Leffen does wave dash back up tilt. He's not trying to hit her. Like, he doesn't need to hit her when she's here. He only needs to cut off her escape options, right? So the entire game is just about putting her up here, putting her in the corner, putting her up above you, and then just not letting her back down. And you just kind of cover her drift. And he's just like watching her, and then she floats here. This down smash will literally never hit Leffen because he's not trying to hit her, right? The only place where he's swinging is below her or to the right of her. So when she like lands over here, there's a chance that Leffen does a back air like this, and there's a chance that back air or that he up tilts over here. But neither of them get hit by the down smash. He just watches her whiff it and takes his free back air. So this is like a lot of how you want to just punish Peach. It's just kind of like, think of it of like you're fighting in center stage and you're trying to turn her into a low tier. And once you've up thrown her, she's a low tier.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, low tiers, they have tricks, not options.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like what she has there.
Yep. Yeah, she definitely still has like some trickery, but like you said, it's like it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Then real quick, I have a punish Peach. Yeah, so this is kind of a funny one.
I was gonna say.
Oh, go ahead.
So this was on FD.
Mhm.
So it's a little different, but a lot of times it feels like after you do like I got a couple hits in, and then I do like a down air, and they're not going to go all the way to the ground because they're Peach.
Yep.
It's like you either choose to up tilt because you think they're not going to float, or you choose to not up tilt because you think they're going to float. You know, so it's like that's just like a thing that I think I realized recently.
Yep. So I like to full hop back air in that spot. You like down air, and then you just full hop back air, and if she floats, you just like hit her out of it. But it's worth noting that it might even be better not to down air there. Because like you really do want to end your combos with her like up and above you, so you can just like full hop back air, falling back air or something. Like instead of going for the down air into up tilt or something, you can just full hop back air her, or even full hop up air and just like end the combo there, and then walk to center, and then back at her again, and then walk to center, and then back at her again. Like, and she'll just constantly be falling into you, and like this mindset shift where it's like I actually don't need any true combos against her because
you don't combo her.
Exactly.
Okay.
And once she gets to like down air knockdown percent, then it's a little different because like at 50% or so, like down air will always lead to a tech chase, and then the tech chase is like there's even if you're going for like reads, sometimes you'll get her, you know. And even when you're tech chasing her, you can have this concept going. The mantra I use for this is cover the greediest option, and this like can reference her recovering or like juggling her, where it's like the greediest option is her drifting to center stage. And then if you're tech chasing, the greediest option is her teching to center stage, right? So you can down air her and then just cover tech in. And if she techs in the corner, who cares? She's still in the corner, right? So
I'm a big like fan of cover tech in.
Yeah, it's insane, especially like in this matchup where like she can tech in the corner and then you just like short hop laser her, and then she's getting lasered in the corner and she feels like a low tier. Yeah,
she's like cemented there.
Yep. So here's one where I show. So like grab is a big one because since you don't really get true combos on Peach anyways, like if you shine her, it's not that much better of an opening than up throw, right? Like shine and up throw both put her up here. And then all I worry about is that she doesn't get to come down in center stage straight down onto me. That's when I'll like really contest her. So I don't even go for a full hop up air here, right? Like this Peach actually did not SDI the lasers, so I could have hit him. Honestly, most Peaches you can just up throw a full hop up air, but it's like kind of a bad habit because the good Peaches won't let you do that at all, you know? So then it becomes good to get good at this stuff where you just up throw her and then just chill. And then you just watch her struggle, and she's like air dodge because she's panicking, and you take your free back air. And now the only way for her to land is to go all the way down into the corner. And this laser forward smash won't always work, but this laser will, right? Like she'll always be in this spot right here. So
yeah, you do the laser under her that she can like fall into.
Yep.
You know? I was gonna say I've been like playing Peach a little bit too.
Yep.
So like now I understand more that like when you're in these positions, you just have anxiety.
Yeah, it just feels terrible.
Like as Peach.
Yep. Yeah. As Peach, you eventually get into the mindset where like you're actually going to spend a lot of the game in that spot. But part of her strength is that she's hard to like close out a stock on. So sometimes you just have to accept like I will be in disadvantage for the next 45 seconds and I just have to make it tedious for them to kill me. And like that is actually her goal. And if you watch Armada, he was like by far the best in the world at this, where he would be like at 150 and he just like barely hangs on for like a minute straight. He's just getting back here over and over and over again. He grabs a ledge. He has no ledge option. He gets up, barely gets back, shields, rolls, shields, gets back aired, and eventually he finds one clip and then he's here to death you out of it, right? At like 160%. So she's always like, she has to hang on at this like high percent disadvantage states, but it's like, it's easy to put her there. It's just, you have to be patient and like diligent to closing out the stock because she won't give it to you for free. So yeah. So this clip is like my Falco version of the Leffen clip, basically. So she like backers me in the corner here, and I back throw her, this back throw you can think of as like an omega huge opening, right? Because anything that puts her in this spot, right? Like she's now in the spot that Leffen had her, right? Like in the worst spot in the stage, basically. So now
that's the equivalent to like a 60% combo.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so she's really bad on the ledge. She's really bad in the corner. She's bad up here. I'm baiting the roll. She doesn't roll. I come hit her anyways. She's on the ledge. She can't do anything. She's on the ledge again. She tournament winners and gets hit. So I don't think I even knew she was going to tournament winner there. It just automatically got covered by short hop downer. So
yeah, she just doesn't have any good options.
Yep, exactly.
And not get.
Yep. One thing I will say is that I do think you're underestimating turnips a little bit. However, almost no peaches use turnips properly in this matchup, so it's kind of okay. But I have a...
Except for Lifter.
Yeah, except for Lifter. So this is how I like to use turnips in the matchup, which is to just do a lot of power shield turnip, throw out a shield. And I think this shit is really annoying for Falco to deal with. I actually don't really have a good answer to it other than she can't really like hit you when she's doing this. She's just can't be hit. So the way I describe it is like I'm basically camping center stage with Peachy. Yeah, he just gave up and like shined.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if I can pull turnip, then I like you can't really laser because power shield throw turnip is like too scary, you know. And even if she misses the power shield, it's really hard for you to like brute force your way through. So when she has center stage and has a turnip, she's actually like omega powerful. Like this is really hard to deal with. So as Falco, I tend to just like dash dance and hope that she just like wastes the turnip. Like, because like, if she just throws it and you full hop, she's never going to hit you, right? So as Peach, I tend to tell people, don't like chase Falco into the corner. Just like hold center and make it hard for him to like cross this line-ish, you know? Because like she still can't catch her full hop. Like you're still hard to hit even in the corner. But if you get too antsy to be like, oh, she has a turnip, I'm just going to down her at her because she can't do stuff. Then this stuff is like really hard to deal with where it's like turnip, power shield, throw turnip. And if she doesn't have a turnip, then she can do... I think I do it at the end of the clip. 1 second. So like over here, she can do power shield, wave dash away, pull turnip, and then she has time to pull turnip. So there's kind of like this mix up off of every laser where over here, she could try to like full hop and float here, or she could wave dash and pull turnip. So now you have a decision like, do you want to do low lasers to prevent her from pulling a turnip? Or do you want to do high lasers to prevent her from full hop floating, right? Because it's kind of hard to do both. Like you can't really stop her from pulling a turnip and stop her from floating. Except like the only, like with lasers alone, you can't do that. But if you're like dash dancing over here, then like the threat of you down airing her is kind of like stopping her from doing both. But yeah, there is kind of, she has like a little bit of counterplay on the ground where it's like turnips are actually not bad. And
gotcha.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking like watching this, thinking of what I would try to do is just after I shield it, grab the turnip.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really do a whole lot for you.
Yeah. It's like okay because you can like laser throw turnip laser is like pretty good.
Yeah.
But it also does the same thing to you that you mentioned, right? Like you can no longer down air when you're holding a turnip.
Yeah.
So she can like kind of play around that as well, where she like if she like just brute forces her way in and like back airs and you throw the turnip and it hits her back air instead of hitting her and then you get hit by the back air or something. Like sometimes weird shit happens like that, you know. So yeah. But yeah, I just think it looks hilarious to watch Falcos get like laser turnip camped. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely think about that more than.
Yeah, that's something to kind of like be loosely aware of. But if you don't, like, if they're not really doing this, then whatever, you know. Because actually, like I actually have a couple Peach students, and most of them don't even pull turnips against Falco because they're like, it's too annoying to try against lasers and stuff. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. So I think that's about it. If you have a match to hop into or anything, or
I got VODs.
Yep.
At the top, I've got a link at the top of the document.
Yep.
This was fortunate. I played Napkins on ranks like a week ago, and Napkins is in AZ, so it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a good connection.
Peach to watch. Also,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, sweet. I got a better quality one. That was like a compressed one. I'm gonna send you it in a DM.
Okay.
It literally, as I clicked it, said processing 99%. And it said fully done. So it's a better one.
pog. Oh, is this the same VOD? You like uploaded it twice?
It is. It's just better quality.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Oh, something also I just noticed like yesterday that my controller is double jumping.
Oh yeah,
no
the
reason.
snapback. That probably is like you hit fast fall and then it double jumps. My current controller
No,
does that.
it's the frame one light has quality control
Oh,
issues,
right.
and
I forgot the
I need to resolder my jump button.
insane.
So if you see like a really sus instant double jump,
Yeah.
that's why.
Okay. Okay. So right off the bat, I think you have to be a little careful about doing laser aerials too much. So this laser is really good, but I actually think that so like when we're talking about punish game, right? Your goal is to get her like up and above you. So your best combo starters at 0% are shine and grab. Both of them like will automatically put her up and above you, right? And they're almost as good as each other, right? Kind of like I mentioned with that up throw shark clip where I just like walked under her. Especially on FD where you have no platforms, like shine actually doesn't convert here, right? Like if you shine her, all you're gonna get is an up air or a back air, and then you get back down on the ground, right? Which is, or maybe a forward air if you like, she's in front. But that's actually also what you get off of grab. So over here off this laser, I would much prefer you just go for the grab because it's
Just
like,
dash grab.
yeah, it's
Dash
like
JC grab.
easier to hit. It's like more guaranteed, and it's actually better payoff, right? Because if you down her here, you actually can't combo her, right? Like the down air at 0% is like too hard to combo. So it would have had to be like a super late down air, and you didn't have time to do a super late down air. Like you actually wanted to like do something fast here. You're like, oh, I need to hit her immediately. So you do like an early cross up down air, which is pretty good. Like it does hit her and it is forcing. It's just grab also would have hit her and it would have put her up here instead of down here. So,
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
Um,
And then same thing here.
I will say, I try to do like down airs like that one that's like on the cusp of being shield grabbable,
Mm-hmm.
but not, and I can hit it so consistently on every character that's not Peach. I
Yeah.
realize this playing Napkins. I think maybe just Peach's fault kind of messes me up.
Yeah.
So like I hit her shield higher up.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen, I had a video a while back on like the -6 down air. Does it sound familiar at all?
No.
There, Mango. Let's see. Yeah. So there's this down air that Mango does, and here, 1 second. It's like that. This is basically what you're talking about, where he does like, it's like a high down air, but he fast falls right after it. So it's kind of like a mid-height down air. And if you're doing it right, then it doesn't like really matter how tall they are, because you're hitting them the frame that the down air comes out. So like even if they're taller, it's still the same frame that you hit them, right? So you kind of like short hop, wait till the peak of your jump, and then you hit the down air and you fast fall the frame after hit lag ends, basically. And the way it works is that because fast fall, like the control stick has a buffer of like 3 frames, so it ends up being a pretty big window where as long as you try to fast fall after hit lag, it's like a 3 or 4 frame window to fast fall. And they're all -6. Like if you start the down air on frame 9, 10, 11, 12, or 13, you get a -6 down air. So this is all like nerdy shit, but the TLDR is just that it's really easy to get a -6 down air, like compared to what you would think. And -6 barely beats shield grab, right? Because shield grab is 7 frames. So
Yeah.
if you like can consistently do this -6 down air, which is honestly not that hard, you can just
I was gonna.
Go
I
ahead.
feel like this is what I do.
Yep.
Without knowing it, you know.
Yep, exactly. So if you go in Uncle Punch, you'll see that, like this was me at the end, just kind of showing me just going for it. So I get the -6 and I acted frame 1. I get the -6, but I didn't act frame 1, so I get grabbed. So you'll see that like shining frame perfectly is still pretty hard, just because like anything frame perfect is hard. But your opponent is probably not shield grabbing frame perfectly in game. But every single time I did it, I got the -6. So even though I like missed the frame perfect shine sometimes, I got the -6 dare every time. So yeah.
So I wonder what's Peach. Why is it different with Peach that I'm missing it?
Yeah, I think it's more like you feel pressured to do something. Because like over here, you're doing like cross up down airs, which are a little bit different than like.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. So, but yeah, whatever.
That one, I was
yeah,
going
yep,
for.
I see. Oh yeah, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Maybe I just didn't shine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you definitely did it late enough. So if you fast fall here, yeah, I think you missed your fast fall. Oh, you fast fall late, I think. Yeah. So maybe you try.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe you try to fast fall during the hit lag or something.
Maybe. But that makes sense. I should be able to like fix my.
Yeah. Another
skill.
thought is that I think you actually can be a little bit more aggressive off of the cross-up down airs. So if you are going to go for this down air, you're actually in a pretty good spot right here. And like being willing to cross up down air and then cross up again, or cross up down air dash dance, or cross up down air and then like dash back grab her, that can be pretty good. Because here I think she whiffs a down smash the first time and you laser her out of it, right? So if you were a little bit more willing to just like fight her here instead of reset for the laser, then you can turn that cross up down air into like a bigger opening. And then same thing here, you cross up down air here, can you dash back grab, can you dash dance, watch her whiff something, hit her, or like cross up again or something, and she rolled, right? So yeah, so that's like 2 times in a row where she's actually panicking and then you're kind of like letting her go, right? So
yeah, okay. Because my thought is definitely like laser, like because to laser her to try to stop her from like floating out of shields. Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, because if you're this close, hitting her also prevents her from floating, right? So
yeah.
Oh, that's really good. All right, Peach FD combos. Nice. So grab in the corner in every matchup is insane. So this is like the best, one of the best openings you can get in any matchup at any percent. It's actually crazy. Like at 0%, this is threatening a kill because it's just like if you happen to read the double jump, she dies. So and over here you got her. So you can play it the way you did, which is like you're just threatening a kill outright. You can also just forward throw and turn your back, and that's just as good, right? Like it's like if you just forward throw and then you're threatening back air, and once again she might just be here for the next 30 seconds trying to get up, grabs the ledge, gets up, gets back aired, you know. So yeah.
This was the first game we played.
Yeah.
So I think putting that in their brain, you know, like the first stock.
You're like, I'm a psycho.
It
Be ready for this.
Yeah, it does something.
Yep. Yeah, so here's kind of one of the big weaknesses of FD is like these full hop aerials, you don't have a top platform to land on.
Yeah, they don't work the same. Yeah.
So it's still like kind of worth going for, but
yeah. This double jump that I do in the corner, that's for sure my control.
Yeah, that looked like a missed input. Yep.
Unfortunate.
Okay, so other ways to deal with this high float here, you can just like turn your back and like kind of do more wall type full hop aerials, especially this is like where the Levin thing might come into effect, where if you get like instant double jump falling back air, because she's not very like mobile left and right. She basically like can't dash dance in the air. Like if she's floating towards you and then wants to float to the right, you can like visually see her slow down, stop, and then change directions. So this is something PPMD's talked a lot about, where like he would dash dance on the ground against this, and if she tries to like undershoot or like stop moving and then like back air in place here and then fall or something, he would just like dash dance on the ground, outspace her, and then whiff punish her. And if she just keeps going to try to walk him into the corner, then he would full hop back at her. So you can kind of like react to her if you're just dash dancing on the ground. I don't know if you've ever seen Ginger and I did an episode a long time ago. Ginger bird watching Peach. This one, yeah, it was episode 1. We watched.
I was gonna say I probably saw it when it came out.
Yeah,
so I probably don't remember.
Yeah, it's really long. I don't know where the clips are, but there's like the main takeaway for me from all of this was this dash dance thing I'm describing, where basically like right here. So 1 second. Well, not really here, but like Peach would do this all the time, or PPMD would do this all the time, where he basically whiff punishes Peach, which is like not normally like that possible, but because she's so like reactable, he would be like right outside of her range and then he would grab her. And the grab like might not true punish, like she probably gets her shield out and then he grabs her, you know? So if you can get like really comfortable dash dancing against these high floats, it's especially on FD, just because the full hop aerial is not as good. So ow. Yep, so this is a good example of like a combo that didn't end with her above you in the corner. Actually did. You just kind of didn't have the confidence here. Let's see. Yeah. So over here, like I would just turn my back and I would actually throw out the back air, like short hop back air here. Not even on reaction. I just preemptively do it in case she falls into me. Because again, like the only way for her to avoid getting hit by a back air here is to fall over here, which like, yeah, go in the corner. You know, I don't care. So.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was surprised I didn't turn around.
Yeah. You might have messed up a little bit because you like
I think I
dashed
did.
back a little short hop and then down air. So I don't think you like meant to do this exact movement, but yeah. Oh, you went for the same fancy back air. Yep, here too. So, and like, if you're doing down airs against Peach, it's not that it's bad, but it's that it's kind of like the greedier thing where you're trying to get like one more rep, like one more extension before you end your combo with a back air. And you kind of do ultimately want to end your combo with a back air, because over here, if this down air was an up air or a back air, you're in a better spot. But this down air gives you a chance. Like, I think you could have hit her here, right? Maybe it's kind of hard. Like, if you have like perfect execution on the down air, I think you maybe needed a, yeah. See how you hit like an early down air? I think you needed like a late hit down air or something, kind of like the Marth pillar combos.
Yeah.
Because if you hit like the proper down air, then I think you get this up tilt and then you back air her. Ultimately, though, that's not quite as valuable as it sounds, because the down air deals 12%, and the up tilt deals like 8 or something. So overall, she'll be in the same spot, just 20% higher. And that's actually like, it's good. And like, you definitely should do it. Like, take the free 20%. You know, I'm not telling you don't take free damage, but it is not as important to get that 20% as it is to end the combo here, right? Because like, if there's a chance that you drop the combo off the down air, then this is actually considerably worse, right? Like, ending the combo here with her in center stage and you both just actionable is actually like pretty, like, this is a really big deal in this matchup, because like her big weakness is that when you hit her, she becomes a low tier for like a long time. But if you hit her and she immediately gets back to being a top tier, then the matchup feels really hard, because she will outpunish you in the raw, like, how much damage can you get per opening type of thing. Especially on FD. But right here, if you just like back air her to the left and then land again, then like the rest of her stock could be played from like deficit, right? So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Because yeah, like them being in that sort of position is worth like 40%
Exactly.
or something,
Yeah,
on its own.
Yeah, it's almost like hard to quantify, because she could literally, like, if you back air here instead of down air to the left, that just could be the stock, you know? It could be that that's the kill move. You just back air her to the left, and then sure, it takes 30 seconds, but she's dead, you know? So,
yeah, that makes sense.
though in theory, I do think the down air is better, because I think what you're supposed to do is down air, up tilt, and then back air her, and then she's over here at 80 or something, and that's the best, you know? So, but again, what's the difference between a Peach up here at 60 and a Peach up here at 80, right? It's like, you're going to back air her either way, right? That Levin clip, like, he just did only back airs for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, and it started at like 17%.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 11 or something, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me being lazy into me being lazy.
Yeah. Ledge options.
Like, I shouldn't have down aired, and I should have like ledge dash or something.
Yeah, I'm a big side B preacher nowadays. Even though side B, like, people will talk about it as if it's net play cheese, but the big thing is that like people do this a lot where they just like swing preemptively, and side B is invincible until here. So if they're just like execution testing you, you can just side B through them every single time, and you can do it on reaction. So it's not even cheese, because like if you see them swinging, then you side B through them, and you're like completely fine. So. Nice.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of ways to ledge trap her, and I think like what you did was a little bit risky, only because it loses to get up attack if she like. Well, so you're invincible for the first one or two.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was invincible. I don't think I would have done that if I wasn't.
Yeah. So I actually think she would have gotten. So she had to get off the ledge, and now she can't get up attack you. So yeah, it was actually completely fine. But yeah, you can like either do what you're doing, or you can just like wait right outside of range, or you can crouch right here, and her get up attack will never knock you down if you're crouching. So, but
I think I did a lot more of that on like the Dreamland game.
Yeah,
I have no idea why he sent me there.
Yeah, I think it was a mistake trying to pull turnip maybe.
Maybe.
Even the forward air looked weird. He didn't even fast fall. So. Yep. So over here, so this combo ends up working out for you. But so first of all, I would have just grabbed here instead of nared. Like, I'm like really fishing for it, you know. like fishing for these two moves. Yeah. And grab, I think, is easier to hit than shine most of the time. So I'm like generally looking for grab at 0. But hitting the shine, like, it's fine. It's still just as good, right? And then over here, I actually would have like falling up aired is what I tend to do here, instead of the down air. Because like once you down air, like you said, there's this like, do I up tilt or do I not up tilt? And you're playing this mix up.
Yeah.
This is a good example. I realized I never like addressed this thing about the fiction up tilt thing, because this is kind of a good example of it where it's like this does end up working out for you, right? Where you kind of like win the forward air versus up tilt game. I do think it's hard to say like what's better. The problem is that like it often feels like more of a 50-50 than it is, where it's like you either like up tilt and win or up tilt and lose. But I think in reality it is Falco favored. It's just that most of the time when that position rises up, it's hard not to do the most predictable up tilt of all time, and that's the one that Peach just happens to read and forward airs you. So
true.
it's like if you up tilted instantly here, then you would lose to forward air.
Super bad, yeah.
Yeah, but also it's like it's very obvious, right? Like that's one of those where it's like most Falcos of course up tilt here and then get forward aired, and it looks like they just lost a 50-50, but actually they were like really predictable, right? It wasn't a 50-50. They just like Peach hard read you, you know. So yeah.
So like this could lead into like a like after the up tilt, I think I nair.
Yep.
Back
So
air.
I think I actually just would have dashed right and then back aired her to the left. So
just put her just I'm in the center now.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Because I was gonna say like in my mind that could lead into a sort of an airplane.
Oh, true. That's like, good too. Yeah.
You know, you like back air, forward air, weak nair.
Yep.
To like a
down air. Yep.
So like the other Falco combo tree.
Yeah, exactly. I think you can do either one here. So this up tilt's really juicy, especially. Did she have no jump here too? Let me see. Because it's common for them to double jump out when they try to. No, she just floated. So she did save her double jump at least. So she wouldn't be Omega doomed. But if she has no jump and no float, then the nair plane combo is like even better. Because then you just nair, and then she's like screwed in the corner, and you just like forward tilt, and then grab the ledge, and she's dead or something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so
like,
that's kind of your combo tree choice.
Yeah, you can end it if they have no resources. You can just laser forward smash. And
Yep.
How are you gonna not get lasered? You know.
Yep, and that's what happened in that the clip where I up threw, right, where I just like ended up going in the corner and laser forward smashing her because she had no jump, no float left. So yeah. So back air was a little too strong. So you either have to back her to the left or nair to the right. So yeah, so the big thing is that like shine combos aren't that good against her, but like these horizontal combos can be good. And instead of horizontal combos, you can just choose to do left-in combos and just put her in the corner.
Gotcha. Okay.
So even here, I would have side beat. So
my task.
That's
just a normal short.
Just normal short. Still task, but less task. Over here, when she's this close, I would actually just side B every time because
rip it.
Yeah, there's actually no counterplay. Peach is too slow to like shield, wave dash out of shield, dash and punish you, and you'll be fully invincible through her. So there's like she's too slow of a character to punish side B this close. So like when you side B a lot, you force them to start standing like back here. And then this means that you can ledge dash for
now
free.
I get to do anything.
Yeah, laser ledge dash, like, and you don't even need like Omega ledge dash. You can just do like a 9-valent ledge dash and never SD.
You could probably just hold the ledge and tap forward.
Yeah, regular get up. Yep. So. Ooh.
Like that's just me trying to like play with fire, you know?
Yeah. That like, so, because you hit her, right? So once again, it's like this is really common where you have to ask yourself like, how do I get reversaled, right? Because it's like you hit her here and somehow this turns into you getting down smashed, right? Like this downer right here leads to you getting down smash. And the game kind of stops making sense when reversals happen in Melee. And reversals, like the skill ceiling for reversals is huge in Melee, right? Like better players are so much better at reversals. It's not even funny, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's like most of the game where it's like, instead of you killing her here, she kills you. So it's like you went for jab, nair, and then you got forward air down smashed. So the easier, let's see. I think my brain is telling me to dash attack after the down air. Let me see. Yeah, I think I would just dash attack. That would kind of like proper back up.
Or even after I jab, I could have just lasered.
Yep.
And just stop playing
the only thing about the jab here, and then like if you jab lasered here, she would still be a disadvantage, but you like kind of brought her back into center stage, and I like really prioritize getting her into these unwinnable corner situations. So like you could even just like grab back throw here, right? Like down air, run up, grab back throw, and now she's in the corner again.
True.
So yeah. Oh, that crab was insane.
I jabbed. I watched this.
Is that what happened? Yeah.
I was like, what happened? I jabbed. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
No.
It felt so safe when I did it.
That's so funny. Yeah, so jab's actually unsafe. Like anytime below 140 that you jab, it's actually risky anyways. Because even if you hit her
Yeah.
here, she would have CC grabbed you.
CC.
Yeah, or CC
Yeah.
down smash. Yeah. So. Yeah, I think the down air you did was fine. I think that you can do it on top of her because I think you can sure hop over her get up attack. So you can kind of like tech chase a little bit more aggressively against her. I know this is definitely true against Puff. I think Peach, I'm pretty sure it's true where like if you jump, you will go over her get up attack. So.
Yeah, there's like a clip where PP just hits like 7 downers.
Yeah,
on
on Genesis. Genesis.
Yeah.
Dreamland. Yeah, see, so when he pulled a turnip here, I 100% would have just gone for power shield throw turnip here instead of going up.
Okay, yeah.
One thing that MacD used to do to me is he would run up and then he would do running power shield throw turnip, and it would end up doing a dash throw. So even though he shielded, Peach still would dash throw out of like the shield. Like she would run, shield, and then dash throw to turnip. And he would cover like the entire stage with the turnip. It was insane. And I was like, what the heck? Like,
I've definitely never seen that.
Yeah. Nice. Huge side B. Nice. Yeah, so I think maybe, yeah, once you hit her here, you've like taken her resources here. So
yeah,
now I think, yeah, this shine I think is like unnecessary to go for. I think you should basically be only going for back airs now.
I was about to say, it looks like as soon as I hit it, I could have just ran off and shine stalled and just waited and did a back air.
Yep. Yeah, I think I would have probably grabbed the ledge and tried to invincible back air. So like over here, I'd like grab the ledge now and then like ledge hop back air, re-grab the ledge again, and then she dies or something. So
I think it's similar ideas. It's just I just waited one beat too long.
Yep. Like both types of back airs could have worked, I think. And ultimately, you killed her with a back air, right? So like she's in the corner here, and she eventually gets back air. It's like so hard for her to outplay this.
I think if you watch the Dreamland game, it's a lot more of her just in the corner.
Yep. And that's like magnified on Dreamland how important that is, because of like otherwise you're actually never killing her, right? So ow.
Like, yeah, I get dash attack. I was gonna say it's so cheesy that the one dash attack tech traps the next dash attack. Yeah. And you're just this stupid tech trap like cycle.
That's so funny. My thought when that happens, it's like it sucks, but also it could have just been a chain grab instead, you know, like whatever.
Yeah. So it's not.
Yeah, it almost feels like he's choosing not to chain grab because like he was doing like the very first stock he did like a fancy like reverse soft back air combo or whatever, and then this stock he just did a bunch of dash attack. Like, I'm pretty sure he could have just dash attack grab chain grab, but whatever. Ooh, yeah. Another good example of like the post cross up mix up. So you cross up here and she actually does aggress. She still can't get there in time. You have time to like shield it, but if you have more space it's easier because you can cross up, dash away, and then punish or something. But kind of shows that like not lasering after a cross up is pretty good because you can just like fight her. So yeah. So do you want to skip to Dreamland?
We can. I think the only thing I remember from this game was like I get to see like use of platforms.
Yep.
There's
I like
some
this
silly
a lot.
Stuff that happens.
Yep. This is like something I say is like this is one of the best ways for Falco to hold center. If you just like sit in center, you end up being kind of vulnerable. Falco's not like the best at just like standing in place and holding his space. Like Marth naring in place, or Falcon naring in place, or Sheik doing short hop auto cancel forward airs. Like those characters can really just like, this is my zone, you know? But Falco does it better by going up and down to the top platform because you're like so fast, like no one can reach you up there. And the way you did it here, where you like fake the waveland or the drop through waveland or whatever, where you're like drop down waveland, and this is like so good because like Falco basically he ends up covering this whole big rectangle instead of like small boxes. He has to make his boxes big for them to be like really good. So
yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say it's like the trope of like the older brother like acting like he's gonna punch his younger brother.
Yeah.
Like, why are you flinching? Why are you flinching? Why are you...
Yeah, it's like vertical
That's what
dash
that feels
dancing
like.
too. It's like
Yeah.
So I think you're starting to be able to see it now more, where this combo, this down air right here, it ends the combo in like an awkward spot. Even though she ends in the corner, which shows that like she's really screwed, right? Like she just has to do this. Like she has no choice but to go all the way to the corner. But you can be with basically like your combo's over after your next aerial, no matter what here, right? So
just back air.
Yeah, exactly. So back air, up air, probably back air
for sure.
Yeah. But one of those.
You can back air, and she's a low enough percent that she should be close enough that you could, back her again.
Yeah, you can probably falling back air here, and then full hop back air, and then maybe get a falling back air. So if she's like holding in the whole time, you'll get like back air, back air, back air, and then she's in the corner again, and she's higher percent. So, yeah.
I remember there's like this weird interaction. I don't know where it happens on this game, but I'm on like a low side platform. Also, fuck that platform height.
No.
Oh, do you have a thing for this?
Yeah. This is what you do with this low platform height.
Oh, edge cancels? Okay. Okay, working on that. I'm gonna do that.
So this is actually
literally
completely free to do.
Once this ends, I'm gonna like mess around and get that down then.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this too is that FOD always spawns with the left platform at this height already. So if you're port 1, you spawn on this platform and you can do this right away. And actually, just real quick, I'm gonna no, we're watching on YouTube, so it's fine. I want to show like my favorite start of the game, not like cheese, but kind of cheese. The 4 lasers.
Backflip.
So if you short hop, double laser off, and then you can approaching short hop laser and then run off laser. Whoops, well, I fucked it up.
Yeah.
So let me one more time. Okay. So you end up being able to do 4 lasers really fast like that, and they just like get so confused. And then if they try to approach while you're doing this, you can switch to like down air, back air, and the down air, back air will like always work, or you can at any time do laser laser or down air laser, right? Like, so the better you get with this, the more it's just like this platform ends up working for you instead of against you. And this was like that platform height where it's like you maybe can just go in and start doing dumb edge cancel stuff here.
Okay. Yeah,
you have to be a little careful because like you could just like needlessly corner yourself going for this, where you like down air, cross up, back air, and then she just like rolled in and you're like, wait a second,
Yeah.
But it's still like kind of fun.
There was a really stupid situation that happens later in the game where like that I got messed up there.
Yeah, I think it moved. That's the most annoying thing, is when the platform moves while you're trying to do something, because over here like it is high enough, but it's moving. So.
Yeah, I was gonna do some stuff.
You gotta believe me.
I do love it. You're right on somebody's shields.
Yep.
Like right there. It's like okay.
Oh, I love that. Also, crouching under the get up attack.
Yeah. It works on pretty much everybody. Yeah. Every character. He just like there's a dash attack where he just dash attacks under the platform and I just down air.
Oh,
and we're both thinking like one of these times my move will win.
Yeah. Ow.
Oh, that
wait, did she?
Nair hitbox.
Oh, she hit you. I thought she got hit and she was at 0%, and I was like, what?
Yeah, the Nair hitbox, I was definitely not ready to get hit by that.
Yeah. That definitely looks like you're about to win. That's crazy.
For sure. It feels like it too.
Yeah, I think the punish game is kind of the biggest thing here, because even this downer shine is kind of scary to me. Like, this downer shine might whiff sometimes too. When you're doing like full hop downers like this, even if she doesn't SDI, sometimes the shine is just too small to hit her. But if she SDIs this to the right, the shine definitely.
Oh yeah, she just gets grabbed.
Yeah,
she just gets a grab. Yeah,
or down smash. I think she's mashing down smash right.
Oh,
but
yeah, probably.
Yeah, regardless of like your shine will miss. So I like here going for downer grab, and since shine and grab are like the same in my head, I don't feel that bad going for it, right? Like against Fox, it feels bad to like forego a shine for a grab, but against Peach, it's like whatever. They both kind of put her up here, And then you can see that here by going for a true combo with down air. Now this is tricky, and like if you get the extension here, it's not bad. But if you miss it, she's in center stage, right? So, and then, yeah, you end up kind of getting reversaled, so.
I definitely see it. I see it now.
Yep.
Just back air.
Yep, and this back air, when you hit it, like, this feels great, right? Like, as soon as you hit here, if we pause, we're like, all right, now you're in a great spot, you know?
Oh,
like,
I'm definitely about to kill her. Yeah, for sure, 100%.
You do unfortunately get hit, but somehow.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so you just slightly didn't jump high enough. And,
yeah.
Because basically, like, over here, once again, there's less reaction and more just, quote-unquote, cover the greediest option. So once she uses her double jump like this, so she's burned basically all her resources to put her in center stage, but really, really, really high up, you know? So it's possible that she can go high enough sometimes to where you can't hit her. I think here you actually could have Falco jumps like really high. Let me see.
Yeah, I think I just double jumped
a little too soon. Yeah. But even if you can't reach her, you actually aren't really pressured to do much here. You could have just chilled here or here and just watch her. Like, she double jumped all the way to the magnifying glass, and then she'll slowly fall, and then she's like, oh shit.
What does she do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if you were just standing here the whole time,
air dodge.
Yeah, she would have panicked and air dodged, and then you get to hit her. Yeah, exactly.
I'm playing friendlies, so I'm gonna rip it.
Yeah. So
right here.
I think you should do this because you're invincible and you basically get one free read. But you should try to do this, and I think you did try to land on stage. Oh, maybe not, because you shine stalled very intentionally. But
well,
maybe
I think I wanted to, but I realized that I wasn't.
Right. Yeah, because if you do this and land on stage, then you're totally fine. And look where she is, right? Like, if you had your back turned here and she's here, it's like that's game over. So.
Yeah, right here, it's like, well, one of us
that's so funny.
Will win eventually.
Huh, that's crazy that none of the downers hit. I think maybe... Right. Okay.
Like, obviously, this one's not gonna, and this one's not gonna. Yeah. But then I do this one, right? Like, this one, for sure.
Oh, she's like full leaning to the right. That's crazy.
Yeah, she's low.
And now your hitbox
is
gone.
Her hand is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's why I shine, because I figured she would try to
do quickly. Yeah, actually, I like this shine too, because like sometimes you can do this down air shine pressure on the platform against her shield, and
like Marth's hate it.
Yeah, because you get to do early down airs, but the early down air doesn't hit her right away, or Marth too, right? Like you do an early down air that like whiffs, and then it hits like a late down air, but you were protected the whole time, and then you get to shine the top of their shield, and like
it's great.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like I was the one making a decent decision there.
Yeah.
And, like, he probably should not have been playing.
I agree. That's so funny. Yeah. So this down air here is another example of basically like the full hop, like straight up, straight down is just kind of a little scary to like go for a follow up because she ends up just shield grabbing it. So you can't have
this
to
could
like
be the human. I was gonna say this could be the human factor of like I'm like in my head still thinking about the dash.
Yeah, true.
Because it was so funny. But I'm like,
let's do one more. He really likes that back here.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Nice.
I had no idea.
Yeah, you like thought about an option and then like change your mind and I don't know. Whatever.
I've definitely, when you just have two options that are like equally in your head.
Yeah, and you pick both.
I think that's the Zane SD like on an FD game against Mago at Summit where he like just air dodges.
Yeah.
I think he was like, do I want to like air dodge? Do I want to ledge dash or do I want to roll? And his brain just couldn't decide which one, and it just did both. I think that's how that happened.
That's a classic. So I think now too we're seeing even here like this nair. It's like, is this really what we want to hit her with right now, right? Because like actually it's not bad. It would just push her off stage, right? But I think you're realizing that like in every other matchup, like aerials have so much higher reward than everything else. But in this matchup, like you could have just grabbed her here and then forward thrown her off stage,
or even just lasered.
Yeah, I think that the laser you hit wasn't like. This isn't that close of a laser. This is actually like a really good spacing to be at, but it's not a good spacing to just YOLO attack at, right? It's like if you dash dance here, she's like so scared of just you approaching that like tends to be the best option here is to either laser again immediately or dash dance and then approach off of a dash dance, because she'll like try to protect herself. She'll either like shield or shield grab or nair out a shield or spot dodge or roll or something. So dash dancing beats like all defensive options, and yeah, she like kind of shields and then spot dodges. So probably just
it's like other characters, you know, you like do that nair to like stop them jumping at a shield, but like Peach just doesn't work like that.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. Yeah, because like Sheik will like nair out a shield and you catch her jump and then you get like a huge opening because you air to air her. Yep. Exactly.
It's like a gotcha.
Nice. Perfect. Yep. So I think with that we kind of are at about time here, but we've covered like quite a lot of stuff. And this also happens a lot when you're like watching a VOD and like the first like you know,
you
whatever.
find it.
Yeah, you find it.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Exactly. And now that that's starting to happen, we're like while watching, we're like, oh yeah, this is the thing, this is the thing, this is the thing, right? And so even here, like the downer shine kind of hard. And then this conversion right was a reversal. So it's a big with like juggling is probably the big thing for like turning combos into juggles, and then how to like optimally turn juggle into edge guard, into corner pressure, into ledge trapping, into juggling, into corner pressure, into trap. You know, like so.
Yeah. So you just like more combo her like Luigi.
Yep. Exactly.
But I think it's hard to do, not because it's hard to do, but because you can almost combo her.
Exactly.
Combo her, like you can combo her, you know.
And sometimes you actually can combo her, and like in theory you should. It's just that it's like, because what you're supposed to do is like you take the free combo and then you end it like Luigi anyways, right? And it's like you're so tempted to be like, oh, but I should do the like one more rep of the combo before I go into the juggle stuff, right? But you can just skip it entirely and just go for the juggle stuff just to work on it, and then kind of go back to it once you like like, all right, I can do the juggle pretty good. Now let me try to like push the limits and get one more rep of the juggle or of the combo before I go into the juggle. So yeah.
I think that makes sense. I think the biggest thing also about like doing lessons isn't even the lessons. It's like I do like prep work before the lesson.
Yeah. It's like an accountability thing where you're just like, well, I can't show up not having done anything, so I should like, and then you end up being productive.
Yeah, like if you watched like me play Peach like 2 months ago, it would not look like this.
Yeah.
So
nice.
anyways,
cool.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Did you record, by the way?
I did. Yeah. So
sick.
I will upload it to YouTube and send it to you. That's good. I've been actually meaning to start recording more of my lessons, and I just have been lazy about it. So you being like, hey, do you want to record? I'm like, oh yeah, let's finally do it.
That's funny.
Yep.
And like, I'm sure once you start doing it, it'll be easier to just be like, you know,
a habit.
It'll just be a part of doing the lesson.
Yep. All right. So I'll actually end the recording right now.